years.
Boom, baby.
For Subversion. Boom, baby, we're live. It only takes 25 years for Subversion to
We're
go.
3 generations in, close to normalization, or basically, yeah.
Just 2 generations. I don't think it's even. They said. I think the guy said 2.
But can we talk about that on YouTube?
What's that?
Can we talk about that on YouTube?
Yeah, whatever, dude. I don't care.
What are you moving to BitChute, Josh?
I got 90 subscribers. What are they gonna do? Sue me? That's fine.
When are you moving to BitChute?
Fuck, I'll do it whenever, dude. I need to get OBS set up first and foremost. But until then, whatever, dog. Yeah, dude, California is beautiful. So like, I feel like California has the potential to be a very, very good state, right? I mean, look at all the agriculture there. Got fruit.
Well, it was at some point.
Yeah, it was.
It was at some point. I was gonna say something. It was a good state. Oh yeah, dude. And if everything normalizes, I'm not gonna lie. If you're rolling in a lot of dough, like being in LA is not that bad of an idea. Like it's a really sick spot to like have a lot of money in. You know what I'm saying? Because you can afford the lifestyle that is here, right? But if you're just trying to get your fucking head above water, it's just not practical to be fighting like the battle, like that financial battle when your cost of living is trying to put you under all the time,
That uphill battle, that kind of
yeah. But if you have the dough, like the lifestyle, absolutely, the lifestyle is it's nearly unparalleled in regards to what you could get, because you have access to like a lot of really cool shit. And like, I mean, if you guys want to talk about like the females out here, once you do have access to that space, it's very crazy. But yeah, I'm done. Let me get off my soap opera. I'm gonna
You're good, dude. You're good. Okay, so welcome to Learn to Code Live, episode 8. We are continuing Ruby, making a hangman app in Ruby. Please follow me on Instagram at eliftprogram. Follow my dog too, at Light the Pointer. He's a fucking stunning dog. He's super cute. So if you like dogs, follow him. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask if you guys think I should make an OnlyFans page. If you do, drop a comment and tell me to make an OnlyFans page. If I get within the next 6 months, if I get 10 comments that say I want you to make an OnlyFans page, I will do it. Because Sterling Cooper has one, Michael. I noticed that on his website. Didn't I tell you that?
And, yeah, he's basically in the same industry as you too. If you think about it, like the difference between like adult entertainment and programming, like it's negible.
Is there like a lot of crossover? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, I'm just talking like like we talk about transferable skills here, right? Right. Like being able to lead.
There's overlap. Like a lot of the logic and software, it goes into that field as well.
You're right. Well, it's a lot of technology is involved. Really, like we should be thankful to the adult entertainment industry for pushing a lot of the newest technology, because a lot of the bleeding edge stuff, if we don't get it from video games, we get it from porn, right?
They give the incentive.
Right. Well, I mean, and basically like
Mike,
Pornhub and like NASA are neck and neck.
I have to ask though, like since you excel so well in the software industry, when are you going to make it into the pornography industry?
Good question. Like you're talking about like branching out, like
you got to branch out, diversify,
capitalize on those existing skills. Yeah, that's a very good. That's a very good point.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna have to noodle on that.
You're slacking.
I need the network first. That's the problem.
I see.
I need the what is it that John said? First you build your audience. So I might have to just put out a lot of free content first and build that audience up.
Start an OnlyFans account.
Yeah, I might start doing like short 5-minute videos. Like here's how to open a terminal. Here's how you navigate. Here's how you navigate a command prompt. Here's how you navigate a terminal. Here's like 5 basic commands. That's all you really need. Stuff like that.
You could, Josh, you could kind of do what MLD's doing, where it's like, he just put out a lot of volume and then just made clips out of all the like videos that he made. You know what I'm saying?
That highlights like important stuff.
Yeah, because now he has that on autoplay, and it's like really cool because he could take time off of the space now and like still be building his audience technically, right? Because not everybody sits through the 1 hour, 2 hours of content. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're trying to tap into that short attention span that most people have these days.
Yeah, I mean, that's just. I'm just talking about like the information that we got yesterday and what Mike said. I'm not an expert. I'm like I just whatever.
Okay, all right, guys. So Aurelian, you haven't been back here in a couple episodes.
I have been lost.
I'll let you know where we left off at.
I was too busy learning Vim.
So basically, we have we're already at the point where we have the user can guess a letter, and it'll tell you if it guessed it right or wrong. So as you can see, it says you guessed the letter, bro. Grats. So that means I guessed the correct letter. So I'll run this again one more time. I'll show you. By the way, this is like a key. This one is printing out of here in this puts game at game.getlettersguessed. This is like a representation of. So we have the secret word, right? And we know that it just picks one of these random words on the fly.
Right.
We made a key value map for letters guessed, and it's basically just sent to. We put it in a for loop, and it's just being assigned to whatever the secret word is, whatever the letter of the secret word is, and then a flag of false. So all the letters are going to be set to flagged as false, right? And if the user guesses it. If the user guesses it, we're going to switch that flag to true. And they're going to say you guessed the letter. If they didn't guess it, or if they already guessed it, they're going to be like, oh, you already guessed this letter. And if they guess wrong, then...
Track from the stickman?
So I think probably going to do the drawing the stickman at the last part of it. I don't know. I still just want to get the logic done first. But anyway, I'll run this real quick for you to see. Obviously, want to type enter, okay? And it says, let's get started. Number of guesses left is 6. State of the word is blank, 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 blank. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. Number of guesses left. Yeah, 6 is hard-coded, I believe. Isn't it? Yeah, 6 is hard-coded. That's the number of wins. Okay, so this word looks like it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters long. I'm gonna guess the letter. We already know the only letters in this word are A, P, L, and E. So I'm gonna, before I guessed a correct one. Okay, so now I'm gonna guess a wrong one. So I'm just gonna say Z. A, you guessed wrong, sucker. Okay, so it looks like that right if condition. So I put that in the yeah. The right if condition got executed. Okay, and I think I left some comments, but I gotta remember where we left off at. So, by the way, we're using regex to match user input, and we're basically like, I know this is dumb. You shouldn't have to do this, but I think it's
What's regex?
What's regex?
Is that a function?
Good question.
A plugin?
Yeah, let's go over regex because you're gonna have to learn this. Okay. So a regex stands for regular expression, okay? This dude, regex101.com. I forgot about this website. I used to use this in my first job so many times. Okay, a regular expression is a sequence of characters that define a search pattern, okay? Does this sentence make sense to you? It's a sequence of like characters that when it is interpreted, it defines a specific search pattern. So let's just say, to make it easier for you, let's just say you have like a string, okay, and you have a string, like maybe I made in here, if I just made my string equals like I'm like this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, okay, and I just wanted to get only if I wanted to find every instance, or if maybe I wanted to find how many. Or for some reason, I only wanted to find every like number 1. Let's just say I just wanted to find every single number in here, right? Because there's letters and numbers, right? You could define a regular expression. So this is remember the sequence of characters that we just talked about? You can define a regular expression that essentially means I want to look for everything that's a string, or everything that's in this. I want to look for everything that's a number, okay? In this example, basically what we're saying here is I want to look for everything that is a letter A to Z, or letter capital A to Z.
Can you give it a range and tell it to search for something specific?
What's that?
You give it a range, right? And you tell, I guess, Ruby to search for something specific.
You can give it a range, but you don't have to. We'll try to do an example for you real quick. Okay, so this is an example of like a regular expression up here. It's basically just like I feel like you would like this, Aurelian. If I can just see one example. It's regex cheat sheet. So what if we wanted to find any character except line break? Character classes. Matches character at the hexadecimal position 41 in the ASCII table. Okay. Yeah, so if you did this, it would find every instance of a hexadecimal character at position 41 in the ASCII table. I hope it's not like, we're not like throwing you off. But anyway, whenever you're done with this on your own time, go look up some stuff for regular expressions, because I feel like you'd like that. Absolutely. It's like a nifty tool to like efficiently and fast sort things.
Sort through.
Yeah, sort or find things, as opposed to having to do like a for loop or something like that. And honestly, there's going to be a lot of times that you're going to run into stuff that you can basically, the only way to like get yourself out of it is to make a regular expression. So it's good to know. Getting derailed here. Where was I? Okay, so let's see the comments. We have our play function. That's a wild game state equals guess. Need while loop to wrap. Okay, we're gonna have to get to this later. Past arguments make guess call below. Currently there is a never-ending loop. Okay. That later. To do logic for make guess. Okay. Check if letter was already guessed. Future input. Okay, we already did this. Let's get rid of that. Game logic to compare. I guess this is technically the game logic to compare. That's what that is. And we need to, after that, we need to update game state. So I guess we can, depending on whatever one of these conditions we land in, we can update the game state. So actually, if you already guessed this letter, we need to decrement. Actually, what we need to do is we need to first decrement, D-C-R-A-M-E-N-T, decrement num of guesses left.
Is that a comment?
What's that?
Is that a comment on line 47?
Where? 37? Oh yeah, must return more than just grid. This is do potentially.
Comments, right?
Guys, how do you spell potentially? I'm retarded today.
P-O-T-E-N-I-A
L-L-Y.
P-O-T-N
Yeah.
I don't know. Potentially. Sure. There we go. Okay. This is a potential to do. Okay, so if we in here, if the user guessed the right letter, if you guess the right letter, it should still be in. Guess the right letter. We don't need to decrement anything. Well, actually, yeah. Okay. I don't need to update number of guesses left here. Because if you make a correct guess, you shouldn't run out of guesses for that. If you guess wrong, then should we decrease? Should we decrement number of guesses left if they guess the same letter twice?
If they guess like a penalty, if they put the same.
Yeah.
Letter. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
I think we should penalize them for that too. And here, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna update the game state in here. Because basically, like, actually, we need to have another check. There needs to be a check for if. Let's see. Check if game state still equals game. If so, continue. Else we need to go back.
Does it end? So if game state doesn't equal game anymore? Oh, go back to CLI.
So, well, we have 3 states. We have guess. Okay, so guess is going to stay. It's going to stay in guess until a couple situations. One, the user runs out of number of guesses, right? And they didn't guess the word. Then in that case, it should go to die game state. Otherwise, it's going to stay in guess unless the user guessed the word correctly. Then it's going to go to the win game state.
Win. Okay, gotcha.
Irregardless, this win and this death function needs to get called if we're in the win. If the game state is win or die.
Okay.
Otherwise, we want to continue this
in the guess state.
Yeah, which is why we need this while loop over here. Okay. But the while loop's going to stay. The while loop's going to stay. It's going to stay running until the game state's out of guess because the condition thing.
Isn't that fine?
I don't know. There's only one way to find this out, boys, and that's just to go ahead and just get on in. Okay. So
plug and play. Plug and play.
Plug and play. Okay. So where is num of guesses? Let me see. Num of guesses left. Okay. We want to do is first we need to do decrement of guesses left equals num of guesses minus 1.
Okay.
It's okay to do that, or should I just do num of guesses minus equals 1?
It's the same thing. It's the same thing, right? Just one's more concise. Just go with the bottom one.
Or should I do number of guesses minus 1? I think I'm overthinking it here. I don't know what's going on, guys. Boys, it's been a long week for me.
It's all right, man. Wait, so because are you trying to indicate that that's you're done? You're like you don't have any more guesses, right?
No, we're just trying to subtract 1 guess if they guess it wrong or they're guessing a letter already. But I need to have a check somewhere. So like down in here, just like I said here, I need to basically say like if maybe an else. We need like an end. So if num of guesses left is less than num of limbs, which should be num of guesses left is less than num of limbs. Then what we need to do is game state, current state equals states win. Okay. I'm just going to copy this. Or actually, it's going to be die. Okay. Else if num of guesses left is less than or equal to number of limbs, less than equal to at num of limbs, then we want the current state to equal states at current state equal at states where the key is going to be guess. It's going to stay there. Okay, I probably should have put that as the first condition. That was dumb. Not like it really matters, but I want another else if. I wanted to say else. Well, I guess was someone going to say something?
No, I was clearing my throat. I'm sorry.
Okay. I guess we could just do. Well, maybe change this later. I guess we could say else if or else. Whoa, what?
What would represent the win?
Anything else other than those 2 conditions. So I guess.
Okay.
Well, right now those 2 conditions cover all possible scenarios.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we should be able to say, what is that?
So then else is just win.
No. So by the time you get to line 64, num of guesses left, it's either going to be less than number of limbs or greater than equal to number of limbs. So you're always going to fall into the right bucket or the left bucket. So you would never hit that else statement.
Yeah. So then do we even need a win state?
Well, number of guesses left. Guess the letter. Congrats. Wouldn't you check to see if the user had won the game somewhere in that else if block on line 51? Because that's the point when you know that it's true. Right?
Check if they won the game. Yeah, but we have to add that in here then, though, right? Is what you're saying?
Well, I'm not saying you have to. It's just that's the point in your code where you know that they just got a letter right.
Yeah, right.
So I think it would make sense to check further to see, okay, did they not just get a letter correct, but did they actually just win? You could do it later if you wanted to, but that's the code path that we're going to be going down if this user just made a winning guess.
Yeah. How can we check that? I'm trying to think.
Yeah. So you have a map data structure, which is letters guessed, right? And over time, we've pre-populated it with a couple of letters and they're all initialized to false. And over time, if the user
if the amount of truths equals the amount of letters, then that's when you win that's when you would win the game, right?
Yeah, you could think about it that way. Is that basically the fastest way to know, okay, have I won the game, is to iterate through all of the keys in that map or all of the key value entries and see, okay, if any of these are false, I haven't won yet.
Yeah.
But if all of these are true, then I won, right? So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is when the game initializes with its secret word, we generate that letters guessed map. And then right after it's generated, we store the number of unique letters that were in the word. And then every time a user guesses a letter in that map, like on line 51, when we set it to true, we take that value and we decrement it. And then that way, knowing if we won or not is as simple as checking to see if it equals 0. Because if it counts down and hits 0, that means there's nothing outstanding. Everything that could be set to true has been set to true. So that would be an even faster way to check it.
Yeah, definitely more high level. That's for sure.
But either way works fine because these are small, right? They're not billions of letters long.
Yeah, but if you were to get into a scenario where it does become billions of letters long, the your second method is better. I mean, it's more.
Yeah, and because when we're determining like win condition, we don't have to care about, okay, like in what order did they guess them right? We don't really have to keep track of any secondary info. It's just is there still work to be done or not?
Yeah, it's just it's a tighter solution. I see what you're saying.
You lost me. So what sorry.
No. It's all good. I'm just pointing out that we have two different paths that we could take as far as how we implement checking our win condition, right? Because every time a user calls make guess and passes a letter, there's a chance that because we've allowed them to keep calling that function, it means they haven't won yet, right? So every time we enter this function, there's a chance that they could be about to win, right? If they have one letter left and they just guessed the right letter. So the two ways that we can do that, and they're not all that different. One is we can derive it whether or not they've won based on the current state of our letters guessed map. So letters guessed is going to have letter, true or false, letter, true or false, letter, true or false. And just like Fido said, if we've set, if it's a correct letter guess, and we've set one of these map entries to true, like on line 52, right? Where you're setting letters guessed, letter equals true. Yeah. So if at that point we were to loop over all of the entries in our letters guessed map and verify that every single entry is true, that means that we've won, right? And so that's kind of like figuring out win condition from like first principles, right? Is just doing some computation, so to speak, or just doing a really simple check on this map data structure. Another way we could do it though, which could simplify how quickly that code would run, is up in our initialize method for the game class, which is where like on lines 23 to 25, we're pre-populating or basically adding letter entries to our letters guessed map. What we could do is after that loop is run, there's going to be a certain number of key value entries in our map, and that number isn't going to change until the secret word changes, right? Basically in a new game. So what you could do is you could check after line 25, you could get a count of how many unique letters were in this word. That's the number of correct guesses the user is going to have to make in order to win. So we could take that count, which is just a number, store it in a variable, and then later on, every time a user makes a correct guess, we decrement that. And so in terms of our game logic, what that means is when that number hits 0, it means there's no keys in our map that have a value of false. Every single one has been set to true. So at that point, checking whether or not the users won the game is as simple as seeing, is this variable equal to 0 or is it bigger than 0?
Okay. All right. I like that. Let's do that then. Okay, so I just call this guy count of letters guessed, and I'm setting equals to letters guessed dot length. Okay, and that's obviously after the for loop where we're adding all the letters in there. And so then
and letters, the Ruby map data structure, does it have a length method?
I'm pretty sure it does. We've used it. Let me see. What is this function? Get current state of word string.
Because sometimes languages will have like a map method that returns a list of all of the keys in the map, and then you have to perform a length check on that list.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Length is a method, but like we're using it for the word length. I don't know. Let's just we don't have a debugger, so I guess the only thing you gotta do,
give it the old college try.
Give it the old collage try. And let me just throw this guy in here. Def, we'll say get count of letters guessed.
I wonder if that like phrase is going to stick around, and in 100 years, the kids will be like, "What's a college try?
What's college?
What's college?"
I was watching Valuetainment today, and
that's always a good time.
Basically, yeah, they were like, college is over. I mean, dude, they made a good how do you spell return? RETURN? God, jeez,
dude, that happens to me too. I start to become kind of dyslexic after looking at code for a really long time. Is that a thing, or am I just?
Look, I've been off my rocker since I had to go pick up that dog, and I'm still not caught up with sleep. And I have so much endless amounts of work to do. I have to like answer emails and answer like DMs, and then I have to like do stuff for my regular job, and then I have to like go to the gym. I don't have to do that. I'm doing anyway. But on top of all this, now I have a fucking 8-week-old puppy, he's like a monster.
Dude, I kind of figured the dog was gonna add an extra spice to the challenge.
Yeah, dude, I knew that. It's funny because like I missed the dog so bad, and then I was like, I forgot the whole puppy part of having a dog.
Dude, so, that's a big puppy too, Josh.
Yeah, he's gonna be a beast. Looks like
that much of a responsibility.
Yeah, dude, it's like having a small child.
Like a baby.
Yeah, basically.
Baby.
62.
Furry baby.
Dude, for the first time, I've considered looking at a pug as like a viable animal. I would never say that because I'm not into like small dogs. Yeah, but I just love how their facial expressions are hilarious. Look up whenever you guys get a chance. They're almost like people, like sad people, you know?
Sad people.
Yeah, they have like this like, and their face is like all smushed. You know, it's like, I don't know. Something about it just gets me, man.
Pugs are cool dogs, dude. It looks like it worked, Michael. See, I got 6, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sick.
So I guess it's counting the length, in that length, or the count for its length. It's just counting one key value pair is 1, the second key value pair is 2, the third key value pair is 3. Which that's actually nice. You don't have to like go through some kind of like backhanded back alley method to do that. So
because that's not printing out the length of the secret word, right?
No, it's printing out. Let me see. What did I do? I'm losing it, dude. I'm like half asleep. Okay, so I made out at count of letters guessed equals letters guessed dot length. Letters guessed is the on the fly key value map pair, that key value map data structure that we're using to hold the whatever the letters guessed are for the current guest secret word, and then also the flags false for the letters. Okay, so that looks good. So I might need a new. I mean, we're obviously not going to keep all these getters later. You think that'd be bad to just leave those in there?
I mean, not necessarily.
I don't think so
If you end up not using them in the future when you ship your game, you could always clean it up.
Yeah. I mean, after all, people who code in Ruby don't use debuggers, right? So they're probably gonna need it.
Not if they're hardcore like us.
Yeah, we're super hardcore.
The only comment I have is just that semantically, count of letters guessed, the value that variable is going to store is actually the count of the letters that still need to be guessed. So as long as that's clear to people, we're not counting up as you make guesses. We're actually hopefully counting down.
Ah, I see.
Because that's going to always start at 6 or 5 or something like that, and hopefully approach 0.
Oh, is that a bad name? Count of unguessed letters. Count of unguessed guessed. Count of unguessed.
Count of the undead.
Count of the undead. Okay, we'll just use count of unguessed letters. Get count of unguessed letters. Damn it. Fat fingering all over the place. Okay, let's see. Get count of unguessed letters. Boom. Boom, baby. Okay.
Boom, baby.
Boom, baby. Dude, I can't wait for Hot Dude House. I was in the shower earlier and I was thinking about it and I was like...
You know what? Yeah. You know what I was thinking? Dude, if I can pick up a gimbal type GoPro thing by then, dude, it would be sick to shoot a bunch of video and turn it into a music video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A recap video. Content, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
I was just thinking about that this week. I don't really do video, but it might be better than nothing.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, I'm gonna bring a tripod from my phone and just record on that too.
Yeah. I'll be bringing my camera for sure.
Yeah, I'll probably gonna get one too. I'm thinking, should we go to the strip and stuff? If we're trying to go out that night or something, it would look a little bit less conspicuous, having a phone and recording the phone. Other than that, everything else we can just bring.
Yeah.
We can use a camera too. It's gonna.
No, I was thinking either GoPro or iPhone, but I don't know all of the There's different models and I don't know. Jonathan probably knows all of that stuff because he figured out how to stream over a cellular connection, which probably requires even more gear.
Yeah. Okay. Where are we at? What's the time we at right now? We're at 32. We can end it here so everyone can get into the webinars. I just wanted to do a quick one today. So I'm thinking about compartmentalizing these videos into smaller segments because I feel like the views aren't going to be as good. No one's going to want to sit still for an hour. I mean,
it's too long, man.
Yeah. That's what I think. That's why I think the 30-minute time is probably around. It's probably the maximum that we should go. Now, is that gonna be less enjoyable for me?
The clips,
what's that?
The whole thing on YouTube, you just chop it up into clips, highlights.
Yeah, but the thing is, if we're streaming, it unloads all of it at once. So
you just record them instead of just streaming.
What's that?
Yeah, if we're live streaming, nobody knows how long we're gonna go for. It's not like it tells you ahead of time, right?
Yeah.
So it's mostly the folks who see a post recording, they see a video that got uploaded and oh fuck, it's 90 minutes long. I'm not gonna watch that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right.
All right. Well, then fuck it. We'll cut it here. Everyone just start cursing because this video is already ruined.
Balls.
So let's maybe I should get rid of this.
You also want to start some sort of podcast?
Yeah, I mean, I have so many ideas, and I have so much things to do.
You can do it, Josh. You can do it, bro.
Stop thinking about how much things you have to do.
Yeah, that's the point. The point is to just
take that energy that you thinking and then do it.
Yeah.
Fuck it up, bro. Fuck it up, Josh. You got it, bro.
You know what? I was in
big dick energy. Big dick energy. Let's go.
Dude, I do these morning walks in the park, and I was thinking I might just start doing like a selfie video morning walk, just get my thoughts out, because I think of so many great things in the morning.
Bro, and you're so handsome. That'd be perfect.
Goddamn drop dead gorgeous. I walk in the park with me, my handsome ass gets out of bed. I walk in the park, and then I come with my puppy, and then just like I walk out there, and people just like, holy shit. That's how I should be getting this on video. Why am I wasting my time? I could be monetizing this. I could be making 3 pennies off this video. What am I thinking?
Yeah.
Why not, man? Why not?
Dude, I think with the puppy, you could be making at least like 7 pennies.
Dude, I could probably get, I don't know, let's see.
Probably 2x it.
2x 7 pennies.
Let's see how many views.
You'll not have to file taxes.
That's funny because I think it's tax day today.
It is.
So that's all.
It
yeah.
is.
So,
it is.
so that's all.
So
relevant.
YouTube, pay your taxes.
Yeah, you fucks.
Like
they
good
probably automate
developer.
everything they can, and they should. Good for them. I saved so much money on taxes.
If you
that's
exchange
a win, dude.
any crypto this year for any kind of token,
You have to report that?
you better report that.
Yeah, that's why there's no point in cashing out, baby. You just might as well just hold it. Might as well just hold it until the government's just like the United States government is no longer existing. We might as well just hold, and then next thing you know, 3 decades from now, we have like $5 million in BTC or something, and
But it won't be
IRS. What's the IRS going to do? They're going to come after me. They don't exist anymore. Fuck them.
You're gonna be like liquidating that into like metals, precious metals.
Yeah, probably, dude. That would probably. The thing is, if you cash out and the IRS is like super. From what I've heard, they're very like eyes on crypto transactions and deposits in people's accounts. So like, dude, if you make
certain on like major markets, I think the major exchange. Like if you do peer to peer, they can't catch you as easily.
No, you're right.
That's why I switched to peer to peer.
Let's just say you don't even make a profit. Let's say you invest $300K in crypto. Okay. So out of your bank account goes into some Coinbase, some kind of wallet somewhere, and you dump $3K. Okay. And then let's just say you sell it at exactly $300K because you just decided you were bored and you want to get out. When they see a transaction from like Coinbase of $300K going to your account,
Coinbase reports the transactions, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, they're still gonna. I would assume that someone's eyes are gonna be on you because they're gonna be like, well, even though you didn't make it. So I mean, you have to pay capital gains tax on the gains that you make. But I would just assume that people seeing large amounts of money coming from an exchange, right, into your bank account, I would assume that would like throw up some red flags. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a CPA. I'm not Charlie from Cultivate Crypto, but I'm just making an assumption here.
Yeah, and it's not that you have to pay capital gains tax. You have the privilege as a citizen of the United States to pay your capital gains tax.
Wow,
Yes.
how's that going? I really feel like my freedoms are being respected.
Lord.
We all have the privilege to pay taxes. I love paying taxes. You guys don't? Taxes?
I do.
Nothing makes me feel more patriotic.
I feel like a sunflower after I pay taxes.
You know, it actually does feel good though when you're writing out all your deductions and you're like, wow, I saved money doing that. That feels good. Even though you still have to end up paying money anyway, but it's better to pay a lot, right?
Dude, Josh, it sounds like you got to win this year though, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, I did for sure.
That's sick, bro.
Dude, that book helped so much with taxes. Like,
I'm definitely reading it.
Yeah, so
is there an audiobook?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's Rich Dad Advisors. Let me see. Rich.
Oh, okay.
It's called Tax Free Wealth. Rich Dad Advisors. DISORS Tax Free Wealth. He's like Robert Kiyosaki. You know Robert Kiyosaki, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like his CPA. He like begged the guy to write the book. I think the guy that did the voice on Audible is the same as the author. I think that's the actual guy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Tax Free Wealth.
All right, guys, we're gonna end it. Forget about the comments. We're already overdue on the video. But are you guys getting the webinar?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
Oh, we're
Good night.
not live anymore?
No, we're still live.
We're still live.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to